महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि महादेवमुदं शिरसा नमामि महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि.
One fellow, a bachelor, he went to he went to a city, and then he was living in the city and was doing a job. He was living in this one room apartment. One room apartment means it is one room only. It's not one room kitchen. One room itself is kitchen. Everything. And then we wanted to make some rotis. And this Sunday morning, we went to our neighbor. His rotis means in a fulka. It has to perform. Big thing. And for this you require glowing embers in those days. You wanted that koila, the glowing embers, coal, hot coal, red hot coal. So his neighbor lady even there asked her, please give me some coal, I want to make fulka. She brought. How will you take what you have brought? He said, he pulled out newspaper. Indian Express. Indian Express is a thin paper. In those days, Indian Express. He pulled out this paper. Please give me. She looked at him. She wanted him to learn. She gave. He received knowledge. He received hot coal, wanted to take home. It fell on his feet here, down below, and he didn't take home anything. Only Indian Express, in the middle is a hole, a crater. That's the type of person. This knowledge requires a reinforced receptacle. That is your mind, antakarana. What makes a person mature is pointed out by so many words. There are many other words also in the Gita. Nirmana moha, Gita sangha dosha. There are words, therefore it's not having any strict list, is not a strict list of so many items. This is where I find the thinking goes wrong. You are describing, you are revealing a person, preparedness of a person. Okay? In the Gita, 13th chapter, there is a question asked by Arjuna. Purusham prakritim chaiva kshetram kshetrajnam evacha etat veditum ichchami jnanam jneyam cha kesava. This is the question. Purusham prakritim chaiva etat sarvam veditum ichchami. I have a desire, I desire to know. Veditum ichchami, I desire. Veditum jnatum, I desire to know. What? Etat, this sarvam, etat sarvam. All this I want to know. So he gives certain 3 pairs of words. One goes with the other. 2 words go together like cup and saucer, like table and chair. You know, like cup and saucer, table and chair. That's enough. So many ideas are coming. And so, these words, first is Purusha. When you talk about Prakriti, you talk about Purusham Prakritim Chaiva. There is a Purusha person and there is a Prakriti. So even if you talk about the causal level, or you talk about an individual, there is a Purusha, a person, and the person has a mind. Has a mind, body, senses, all Prakriti. So what is really Purusha, what is Prakriti? One pair. Kshetram kshetrajnamevacha. These are technical words. Kshetra is a field where you can grow, you can cultivate, you can raise a crop. That is Kshetra. Where you can reap the results which you inherited or earned. Inherited and earned both, and maintained by you. That is the Kshetra. What is Kshetra? That's a technical word. The whole world and your body, mind, sense complex is called Kshetra. And the one who knows the Kshetra is Kshetrajna. He wants to know who is Kshetra, who is Kshetrajna, is all Vedanta. Then he asks the third pair of words. What is to be known? Jneyam kim. What is to be known? In life, there are lot of things you can know and need not know. If you don't know Java, you won't lose anything. Nobody is going to send you to Sumitra. So this, if you don't know Java, nothing is lost. You need not know Java. You can become a grandfather, grandmother. And our forefathers, they didn't go to school. The primitive man. Oh, primitive man. Didn't know anything. He didn't know how to read, how to write. He was using sign language. And that will go, Javo. What is that? Pumpkin. So some language, whatever here. And you can't disown that fellow. You were tata. He is the grandfather's grandfather's. Let us stop there itself. At least he is walking on the ground. And therefore, so if you go further, then you go up the tree. Let us not go to the tree now. So let us stop here itself. They are the people. They lived their life, they didn't know anything, they didn't know email, they didn't know. You didn't have any email, you are grown up like this. Now the children now growing, they always walk like this. They walk, school going children walk like this. Always. And smiling. And you are seeing, oh, this child is smiling at me. In fact, it is responding to what is happening. What is happening in the ear? This is a different generation. They email each other. They don't know spelling. You is only you. Yes is only yes. They will lose all spelling. This is what the new generation is. All came out from that bamboo. He is at the top. So he was good enough to lend his DNA, and which made all this soft and hardware. Yeah. And therefore you need not know many things. I say, your primitive forefathers, and then they were able to create a generation that can make sure the generation continues, the posterity continues, and therefore they were all well equipped. Never knew all these things. In fact, they were better off. They had more time. And therefore we are not better off. We should not think we are better off. No, the quality of life is better. Your quality of life is better. Your complaints also are too much. Your complaints are too many. Your quality of life better. Your complaints are too many. You are very sensitive. Somebody's look you can wither. And therefore it's always the same. Lifestyle changes. But the intake from life, certain inner happiness, and that remains more or less the same. So essentially there is no growth. Some of them were very insecure then also, now also. Some of them were magnanimous, now also. And therefore, there is a jnayam. One thing you know, knowing which everything is as well known. What is that? He asked this question. Jnayam kim? Then he asked the other question. Jnanam kim? So this jnanam is not the jnanam of the jnayam. When you say jnayam kim, when it is answered, jnanam you have. Knowledge you will have. So that knowledge you cannot ask a question. Jnanam kim means jnanam kim. Jnaya vishayam is jnanam. Jnayam is the vishayam. That which is the object of what is to be known. And that knowledge which has got the object, what is to be known, that is called jnana. So in the answer to the question of jnayam, jnanam is involved. Then what is this jnanam jnayam? Jnanam is by which person, by which mind is not the word really, by which person in terms of his inner growth, her inner growth. That is called mind. And this person with what type of inner growth, what type of preparedness, one word, with what type of preparedness can gain this knowledge. Jnanam jnayam cha Kesava. Hey Kesava, hey Krishna, etat vedatum ichchami. So he had given three sets of words, but he had an order. He said first Purusha Prakriti, then Kshetra Kshetrajna, then lastly Jnanam Jnayam. And Ishvara, Bhagavan, what he did, he reversed that. So he said 1, 2, 3. The 3 becomes 1. 2 remains 2. 3 is 1. And therefore, Purusha Prakriti he addresses lastly. Kshetra Kshetrajna second. First he takes what is Jnanam Jnayam. Why? Because Purusha also is Jnaya. Kshetrajna is Jnaya. If the Jnaya is talked about, everything is talked about, easy for you to sail through. And therefore, he picks up Jnanam Jnayam. In this, Jnayam cannot be taught immediately. First, let us talk about Jnanam, the preparedness. And the prepared person is called Adhikari. That Adhikari's condition of the inner condition is called Adhikaritvam. I am avoiding some words here. You don't know. What I avoid, you don't know unless I find it. This is the issue here. I have to say what I don't say. And I have to say why do I say? What do I say? There are a lot of problems. But one thing here, I don't say with this mind, I don't say this is mind. The mind adumbrated with all these qualities. Embellished with all these qualities. It is not some mind is sitting there and you are picking up certain things and putting up some kind of assembly you are doing. No. It's you the person. You are the person. The person is magnanimous, the person is big, the person is having some vulnerability. We are talking about the person. That's why we first say Adhikari, the person. Then we make an abstract noun of Adhikari, Adhikaritvam. See that? See the word Adhikaritvam. First Adhikari and then Adhikaritvam. The status of being a person who is ready for this knowledge. Adhikaritvam. Beautiful. Mind I don't say because mind is a whipping boy. For everything mind. Your mind is okay, there is nothing wrong with your mind. It's available for you to think, that's good enough. And you have to grow into a person. That is what living is about. While going through life day to day, you age, of course, and you grow. Aging is the price you pay for growing. Otherwise, aging you will undergo. Age you will grow, you have to initiate. So in which areas I can initiate the process of growing as an adhikari are said to be jnanam, which only one thing which is described, etat jnanam iti proktam. That etat, one verse alone I am taking. I am justifying. One verse alone I am taking. Etat jnanam iti proktam. But that jnanam consists of amanitvam, adambitvam, ahimsa. I am not justifying, that is the truth. Ekavakyata. Only one sentence. Etat jnanam iti proktam. In fact, not even a sentence. Only these words. Full words it is not. Etat jnanam iti proktam. This is called knowledge. Knowledge means what? The preparedness for knowledge. And what is etat? Explained in so many words. Therefore, it's an explanation for this etat jnanam iti proktam. Ajnanam, yet ajnanam, anyata, yet anyata ajnanam. Anything opposite to this is what is ajnanam. Yeah, ajnana means that which is standing against knowing. The opposite. And therefore, because they are standing against this knowledge happening to you, they are to be taken care of. And the words are amanitvam, adambitvam, ahimsa, kshanti, rajyavam. One word. There is no sentence here. Sentence is etat jnanam iti proktam. Here it is all pile up of words. Amanitvam, adambitvam, ahimsa, kshanti, arjavam. We will take only one word. Amanitvam. So that means manitvam is ajnanam. Means manitvam will not allow you to gain this knowledge. Even in life, whether you get Vedanta Jnanam or not, to be a very mature person, a person who has grown up, so to everybody's expectation, to everybody's appreciation and admiration, to one's own satisfaction to a degree, one can more or less accept himself. Manitvam is an enemy. Is an enemy. What is manitvam? Manaha asya astiti. Mani. Tasya bhavaha manitvam. The one who has mana is mani. Look at this. The word, how it is pointed out. Mani adhikari. Mani. The one who has got mana is mani. The status, the disposition of that person is called manitvam. Tad abhavaha amanitvam. The absence of manitvam is amanitvam. What is opposed to manitvam? The absence of it also you can say. Okay? Now the problem is, what is mana? You thought I would pass away. Some people are concerned. Swamiji did not explain what is mana. He thinks that we all know. I don't think so. I never think like that. And therefore, even if you know, I will say. It is my job to say. If you know, I confirm your knowledge. Sometimes I will correct the knowledge. Sometimes it's very disturbing that I never knew. So, to know. It's disturbing, but it's very revealing also. That's what learning is about. Manaha Atmani Pujyatva Bhavana. I am Pujya. I am someone to be respected by you, by everybody. All should respect me. Pujyo. Pujyo means not zero. This Pujyo. I deserve to be respected. So I expect people to respect me, extend respect me. And they should recognize me as a Pujya, highly respectful person. The person has some qualification for it. Either he has wealth, or the person has education, titles, the person has got power, position, or some kind of a highly recognized, sought after person because he's a philanthropist. He gives. Therefore, Pujya. Pujya means you need not worship. Respect. People give extra respect. That's not a problem. But this person thinks about himself, herself, as one to be respected, always. Demand respect from others. Like the politicians. Before they come, they send people. Even these power gurus also do the same thing. So the Week magazine came up with power gurus. They also do the same. Send people. One set of people. Two, before they come, they create some kind of a fervor in the city by erecting so many things, etc. Some big thing, because visiting. Somebody is visiting. All that they do. And therefore, we don't know this fellow. Suppose somebody wants to be recognized, wants to be worshipped. If the devotees do something, that's a different. This person himself sets up. Politicians do that. They will spend money before they visit the place to erect arches and keep cutouts. And then Varga, please come. All that, this thing. Tamil Nadu was the first specialist in it. And then it went to Karnataka, went to Andhra, now all over I find. Maharashtra, etc. They had to legislate. The judges said that they should not do like this. In Maharashtra, there is a judgment against that. I could. These cutouts and all that we should not keep. There is a judgment. So let us jump. These politicians themselves create all this, make a big thing of his visit because he wants to create an image. Atmani Pujyatva Bhavana. If the people don't give respect, why they should give respect to you? Why should you not respect them? That is easier. If you respect them, at least you know what you are doing. When they respect you, you don't know whether they really respect you or not. You don't know. They can give you some salutation, etc. for the time being, for your position, power or anything, because you want it all the time. You have it. So, you have it. But then, whether you have it or not, whether the other person has it or not, you don't know. But when you give to others, you are very sure about it. Same thing with love. Whether somebody says, I have love for you, that you don't know. It's only guesswork. Just because he is and all that. And so you think this person loves me and all that's all nonsense. But when you have love, you know definitely what it is all about. It's a condition of your mind. It doesn't really require to go one side or that side. It can be you. You can love the stars, you can love the trees, you can love the river. You can love anything. You can donkey also you can love. Because it's beautiful. Donkey is very beautiful. Not shallow. They put all this weight on the top of the donkey, on its back, and this side one load, that side one load, carrying all these rocks, sand. It goes on grazing here. If you are standing by the side, it will pull the here, thinking it is some kind of a glass or something. And so it's not shallow, not water. There is so much love. He doesn't do all this muki monologue. And he doesn't realize that you are. No, he doesn't say that I am suffering. People are loading me. He doesn't complain. He just goes on grazing. Any paper, anything that is there is there. It's just beautiful. Don't go behind. With the load it will kick you. Therefore, don't go anytime behind. But then, beautiful. So there's nothing wrong. So love is reckless, is blind. So you can love the whole chicken. Real is with you. There is no deception. And therefore what I say, this monitvam, that I should be respected. I went there, they didn't receive me at all. I went all the way for this marriage, nothing happened. Nobody really. This person asked me so many times, please come. I go to the marriage, they don't even recognize. See, it's not that they don't recognize, they are lost. This because of this is to be done, that is to be done, this is to be done, that is to be done. Marriage takes place, this fellow doesn't do anything. Because he is worried, all the time anxious, therefore they can't do anything. And the people think that we were not taken care of. You have to take care of yourself. That is why they used to write in those days, you come a few days earlier and then make this marriage happen. You please help us perform this marriage so that they won't come and complain. Okay. You write this before, in the invitation itself. நான்கு நாள் முன்னதாகவே வந்திருந்து கல்யாணத்தை நடத்தி கொடுக்குமாறு கேட்டுக்கொள்கிறோம். Coming a few days before the marriage event to a place, and then you should make this marriage possible and help us perform this marriage. That's what they say. So they didn't respect me at all. Always problem. Swami also got this problem. They don't respect me, it's a problem, real problem. And therefore, if you don't have this demand for respect, from others, that means you have respect for yourself. If you don't demand, you have respect for yourself. If you demand, then there is no self-respect. Your self-respect is dependent upon others' respect for you. If that is not forthcoming, you are empty. This emptiness is what is not very helpful. You have every reason to be respectful to yourself. If you understand certain reality of what is, the reality of what is. So we will look at this. So this all what we say is only one thing. One person, except one or two things you have to do, and other things are all just your own growth, your own maturity is being taught.
Mahaganapatin manasa smarami Mahadeva mudam shirasa namami Mahaganapatin manasa smarami. Bharata Desha Hitaya Kuru Sevam Tum Kuru Sevam Tum Kuru Sevam Tum Kuru Sevam.